What is up, everybody? This is Lyle with No Hippie Trucking and Transportation. I'm not sure if I'm going to be cussing in this video or not, but I'm just giving anybody that might be offended by that a little heads up in case you want to click off this goddamn video right now. So, let me just start by saying this winter's been some bullshit right here. So, you know, I get a load from Dodge City, Kansas, all the way out to Washington, right? Breaking one of my first cardinal rules, going west of Cheyenne in the wintertime. Now, let me just get into this also. Before anybody says, you know, that's trucking, listen, I understand. And just like Myra says, listen, I don't consider myself a truck driver. I just drive this shit. So let's just cut that right there. So I break my cardinal rule, go west of Cheyenne in the wintertime, get out to Washington, going through all kinds of ice and snow and all that stuff. But luckily, I get delivered and get another load out of there before the real storm hits. Still a bunch of bad weather all the way across the country out here to Allentown, Pennsylvania. So this is supposed to be a drop-in hook, you know. Get it there as soon as you can to deliver today, which is Friday. So I got, or not Friday, today is Thursday, but I got the load last Thursday. Damn, let me make sure it's actually Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. So I got the load last Thursday and ended up taking a 34-hour reset in the middle of this because my hours were low. Could have got the load here last night, which I'm thankful I didn't, because I was like, you know what, why am I gonna drop off a load with no hours just to sit anyway? So let me just sit overnight, drop off the load, so I got all kinds of hours after I drop it, right? So there's a TA about 84 miles away. I'm like, you know, let me park there in case I gotta do my business, because you know I don't like to just be shitting in random crappers, you know what I'm saying? So I'd like to have my own personal, you know, my own personal bathroom. So stop at this TA, look at the weather. I'm like, oh shit, this weather's supposed to be fucked up tomorrow. So let me get a little bit closer to the receiver. So I drive another 50 miles, which puts me about 40 miles away from the drop-off. Wake up the next morning, it's all fucked up. Snowing, all kinds of shit. Keep in mind, the entire drive that I did yesterday was like whistling through the graveyard. There's at least 20 trucks in ditches. 5 of those had been turned over. And of those couple that, well, and there were some that kind of went off the entire highway down into some woods and shit like that. So, you know, I'm whistling through the graveyard on my way out here. But anyway, that's a separate topic. So I stop at a service plaza, you know, since it's a little bit closer. Wake up this morning, snowing like a motherfucker. So I'm like, all right, no hill for a climber. Let's roll this shit in. So I get started, figure, you know what, I'm going to drop it off around 9 o'clock. You know, wait for my real dispatcher to get in, get a nice little load. And meanwhile, I get off at this exit. Now, keep in mind also, they have an empty commercial vehicle ban. So now, I didn't know that when I first started. So now I'm like, okay, well, once I deliver this load, what the fuck? What am I going to do? Well, apparently one of these trucks didn't see the empty commercial vehicle van. So I had to sit 25 minutes and wait for this guy to get unstuck. Finally made it to the receiver, and guess what? It's a drop-in hook, but I'm supposed to have a confirmation number. I'm supposed to have an appointment. So I'm like, well, this is supposed, you know, that's what I tell them. It's supposed to be a drop-in hook. They're like, yeah, but we still need a confirmation number, and we're booked like 2 days out. Now, Pennsylvania has all these goddamn tolls. So then I'd leave, right? Go drive to a service plaza. Boom. Hit some more tolls on the way there. Now when I go drive back, I gotta drive 25 miles in the wrong direction just to turn around, hit another toll, then turn back around and hit some more tolls on the other way. Now, who knows when this load's going to get dropped off. I just talked to my fleet manager. I was like, this shit's bad out here right now. I'm not sure, even if they're ready to take me today, I'm going to get my ass back out here. Which brings me to another topic that just pisses me off. Weather's all fucked up, right? Even the super truckers are out here, keeping them speeds a little bit low. But then you got these assholes on the CB playing music, talking shit, all this stuff. You know what? They're doing all this shit when now is the time for motherfuckers to be listening to the CB, actually getting some fucking information. Hey, you might want to slow down. Car on the, car slid off over here. Whatever the fucking real information is, but you got these ass-wiping motherfuckers out here talking about everything other than the shit that you might find valuable in weather conditions like this. And this fucking winter is about, I don't know. They got an empty commercial vehicle ban going on, so I don't know what's gonna happen, even if they do decide to get me unloaded today. As a matter of fact, and I'm tired. You know what? I'm tired of hearing. I am so fucking tired of hearing, "Let me get with sales." You know what? It's it's not sales' fault. It's I can understand if everybody called sales, it would overwhelm them as well, but it's just tired. It's absolutely fucking tiring when you have to jump through so many fucking hoops to get what you need. And again, this isn't a rant because I can't necessarily deliver the load right now, because listen, if you know me, I'll sit my ass down. I ain't got a problem coming right back here and sleeping another 24 hours. It's just that this shit could have been handled beforehand. And I let them know either yesterday or the day before when I actually planned on dropping off the load. And you know what? I would just prefer, even if it's a drop and hook, to not have these wide open appointments. You know what I'm saying? Because that was the problem on this. And I guess next time, everything's a learning experience. So when something has 0000 to 0000 on a certain date, I should just make sure there's an appointment time set, even if it's a drop and hook, as soon as you can get there. But everybody thinks I'm joking around about this shit. Let next winter be like this. Everybody, I'm also tired of, all this shit about, accidents, and, there's one common thing with all the accidents and rollovers and all this shit, and that's been speed, and all this kind of stuff. Well, you know what? Nobody's gonna have to tell me this shit next year, because my speed's gonna be fucking 0 miles an hour if this next winter is shaping up like this one. And that is not a fucking joke. That's a fucking fact. Everybody knows, every fucking trucking company out here, that, I'm sure they probably have statistics on how many trucks they're going to lose per load in certain types of weather and stuff like this. So that shit's already accounted in this. So nobody's expecting to go through weather like this with no fucking casualties. No, maybe not casualties, but with no casualties to freight or some trucks, regardless of how fucking slow you go. I was going 15, 20 miles an hour and felt like I was gonna fucking jackknife down some shit in Montana or wherever it was. I just talked to another driver, and he had the same experience. And it's like, you know what? No matter how good these apps are that tell you about the road conditions, the weather, all this shit. Some of these things you don't know. You don't know how a road's going to be until it's too late. You can't pull over on the side of the road because there ain't nowhere to pull over. You can't pull off somewhere because there's nowhere to pull off. So once you're committed, you're committed. And all my information says all this shit's fine. But that's trucking. You know what I'm saying? Like they say, I'm not a trucker. I just drive this shit. But this is a little bit too much. I am not doing this shit next winter. But Lau, what about the money? You know what? That's why I worked so hard before I got into trucking, so I'm not forced to do anything. So anyway, I'm gonna get off this rant. I got my fleet manager trying to figure this shit out. I am not about to get back out and I don't know, maybe I'll have to reevaluate it, but I am not trying to get back out in this shit. I mean, I'm in a service plaza right now, and I'm at the time of day where there really isn't that many trucks usually in these service plazas in Pennsylvania, and this shit is kind of full right here, but anyway, just got off the phone with one of my boys, Travis Kinley. Check out his YouTube channel. I'm sure he doesn't cuss quite as much as I do, being a man of the cloth and all. But that's the name of his YouTube channel. Just type in Travis Kinley Prime. Take you to his channel, full of all kinds of useful information. But he called me up, you know. He called me up, you know. I guess I'm kind of like a little, even though I'm a rookie, I'm an OG to him. But called me up asking some advice coming out of Prime. You know, what direction he should head for, you know, what direction he should head if he gets a load. And, you know, there ain't no fucking direction you can go. Everything is fucked up. That's why I wouldn't mind just sitting my ass at this service plaza all goddamn week if it was up to me. Maybe go fuel up this reefer right quick, make sure it doesn't run down or whatever, but I am in no hurry to go any fucking direction. This shit is crazy out here. Anyway, that's enough of that. Hey, I do appreciate you guys stopping by No Hippie Trucking and Transportation. Comment, subscribe, and I'm out.